satire or what? Like, but yeah, I guess they got rid of the cracker, his words. And
Revolution? You don't think most Americans just want normal? Because what Cracker Barrel had before.
Well, what's abnormal? I don't get.
I don't know.
Hiring
What
gay
the
people is
average
abnormal.
American
But also, like,
is.
well,
No,
what's the
but
average American?
strip a logo that didn't need to be changed.
Well, all right,
But
so
that's
that's
not up to you.
Friends who are watching tonight, when they saw the intro and we were going to talk about Cracker Barrel, my phone blew up. And they said, I am so angry. I hope you express that anger. They're actually, yeah, they're in.
Dare they have somebody who's gay in
I
there?
don't want pandering, and I will say the
it's
reaction
a lot
to
of
this is
pandering.
kind of
To hire someone?
Well, I actually
no,
disagree.
by basically saying that we're going to be overtly progressive
overtly
in our posture.
Somebody's qualified, they hire.
Look at that. I say that all the way. I say brother barrel. I say put a brother on the side and just go all the way to really get people talking. If this gets under y'all skin, let's go more. Let's go crazy with it.
all right.
We'll find out in the numbers.
Hello everybody. Guys, we got one of the Hanson brothers and the human platypus again. I didn't even know Cracker Barrel was a white people thing. I had no clue. I thought it was a cheesecake factory. Let me know in the comments. And no, Hispanics, our thing is not Taco Bell. That's heresy. That's blasphemous. Let's get into the segment and we'll talk about it.
On the all-time list of weirdest culture wars, this one's got to rank pretty high. And for one company, an iconic company, the price that it is paying is also very high. Here's the bottom line, at least we think. Cracker Barrel has updated its logo. You see it right there. The redesigned logo and decor, whether you love it or hate it, is change. It's pretty standard for companies to update from time to time, but not according to MAGA. The right is now calling the chain woke, and the stock price fell off a cliff today over it. Some of them are upset that they took away Uncle Herschel. The president's son asked, what the F is wrong with them? One MAGA account with nearly 4 million followers said that the CEO should face charges for this crime against humanity. And a MAGA podcaster took it one step further.
And got rid of the cracker and the barrel. They erased the white guy sitting outside of the Cracker Barrel store. White people are about to riot. It's getting sticky because the CEO of Cracker Barrel is as woke as they come. She's destroying a great American brand.
I don't know if this is satire or what, like, but yeah, I guess they got rid of the cracker, his words, and the barrel at the same time. And so now it's about to be Civil War Part 2 in the country. Make it make sense.
First off, I think it's wrong to paint this as MAGA world is outraged. Sure, there are people in that sphere that are, but I've seen a lot of folks who have no allegiance or alliance to MAGA that have complained about this. And why? It's because there's a resistance to change, specifically a resistance to changing things that aren't broken. And Cracker Barrel works because Cracker Barrel is consistent. When you go on a road trip, you know that you're going to get good food at a good price at the next exit. And you can go in and you have the kitschy decor. It makes you feel like you're at home or in grandma's living room. That's what people want. They don't want bland, boring, cookie cutter, minimalist places that feel like fill-in-the-blank fusion restaurants.
I believe you. I believe that you believe that.
Did you all get that?
But I have to point out that
Cabron, why would a logo change do that? Why would it revamp the food, making it bland? Like, why would it do that? Because you changed the logo? This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
there are two main things. One, Cracker Barrel has not been doing well. I hate to break it to you, but long before all of this, going all the way back to, from my look at this graphic, July 2021 or thereabouts, the stock has been in decline, okay? So this is a brand that's been in trouble for some time. But then on top of that, listen, it's not just me saying it's MAGA, okay? Here's Byron Donalds, a sitting Republican congressman. He says, in college, I worked at Cracker Barrel in Tallahassee. I even gave my life to Christ in their parking lot. Their logo was iconic. Their unique restaurants were a fixture of American culture. No one asked for this woke rebrand. It's time to make Cracker Barrel great again.
Not
a
everything.
woke rebrand?
Not every.
Oh, Byron Donalds, where you been hiding? They don't need you anymore now that campaign season's over. Come on, Oh, Byron, maybe your daddy Trump will save Cracker Barrel for your precious white culture. I said I would do this every time Byron Donalds is mentioned or comes on. I won't ever let him live this out. DJ, hit that track.
Ability that we were asking for. Daddy's back. And that's what you're going to see.
So you just touched on it. Is tomorrow the deep...
Come on, Byron. Imagine he fought for black people the way he fights for effing Cracker Barrel. This man said black people were doing better under Jim Crow, so he has a bit of a ways to go.
Everything is woke. I think we're abusing the term a little bit too much where it's losing its meaning, and that's really important because some things actually are woke, and we should call it like it is. However, in this case, from a marketing perspective, if revenues are declining, you got to switch it up. You got to implement a new strategy. But who at that round table was thinking to themselves, yes, let's go back to the minimalism of 5 years ago that is sterile and bland and neutered, and let's rob this iconic, timeless company of all of its character and charm and fun history and country vibe. That's not super smart. Maximalism is the moment. And also Gen Z, we love Cracker Barrel.
There's a lot of like...
Hanson brother, go bop somewhere. Go bopping.
Bad corporate decision-making happening.
But isn't
probably
that capitalism?
Right.
Like,
aren't they allowed to make mistakes?
And the market will decide.
Supposed to stand
And the market will
private
decide.
companies to be able to make their own decisions about their strategy, their offering, their brand, evolving to meet their consumers' needs. And by the way, the 4 Cracker Barrels that actually already underwent this transformation of the new branding apparently are doing very well and are meeting earnings. So to your point,
so to your point, let me play what the CEO said because she kind of spoke to that. Let's listen to this.
I think what's important is that we are listening to our guests. We're doing this all for them. What they've said is they love the new seating. We're adding in booths, making the chairs more comfortable. But what's important is things that people love about Cracker Barrel, the soul of Cracker Barrel is not changing. The rocking chairs are still there, the fireplace is there, the peg game, all the things that make Cracker Barrel, the vintage decor, it's still there and it's working. The results affirm that we're headed in the right direction.
What if all the customers are coming at you hard enough about the look of the restaurant and they want to go back to the old way? Would you do it?
Honestly, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing.
She's woke. I mean, you just say not everybody in MAGA is part of this. Well, welcome to what it feels like to have been a moderate Democrat for like the last 10 years, when anything the most lunatic person on the left said was assigned to absolutely everyone on the other side. But I
have to say, the president's son,
first of all,
this is not just like a lunatic.
You know what's funny about that is he lying.
Abby, come on. You make this too easy sometimes. That's exactly what that idiot is. Mini Trump? He is a lunatic on the right, all drugged out. I mean, the guy made fun of Pelosi's husband getting hit on the head with a hammer and did it multiple times. He is a lunatic on the right, no doubt about it.
And he don't know nothing about Cracker Barrel. He did not grow up with Cracker Barrel. He has no clue. They're not dipping the crackers into caviar. He don't know nothing about what he's talking about. He has no clue. It's a lot of people. This is the thing that annoys me about this the most. It's like, stop giving them stuff to cry about. Like, I get it. Like, this whole thing, I understand that the want is to continue to move and all of this, but now we get to get stuck on another meaningless culture war when there's real stuff that's actually going on.
On a serious note, and I'm sorry to have interrupted you, Terry, but on a serious note, the undercurrent of a lot of this is that this is a company that no longer has a policy of not hiring LGBTQ people, that has tried to create a workplace environment that is welcoming to all of its employees. And for that reason, people like right-wing activist Robbie Starbuck are saying that they are woke. There is an undercurrent that if you acknowledge the existence and perhaps the humanity of people who are LGBTQ or whatever, then suddenly you become woke and suddenly you become entitled to this kind of backlash.
This is a weird fringe on both sides. Most people just want breakfast. You know, I mean, they really don't want to fight about who's... And they're live and let live. We are fair-minded, decent people who are mostly live and let live. You go into, you see somebody who's maybe different from you at the Cracker Barrel, you're gonna storm out.
You know what's funny?
How dare they have
But
somebody who's gay in
they
there?
don't want pandering, and I will say
But
the reaction to this is
To hire someone?
Well, I actually
by basically saying that we are going to be overtly progressive in our posture.
But they're allowed.
qualified,
That's
they
a
hire.
corporate decision that they are allowed to make. And if
here's
people
the-
don't want to go eat there, they don't have to. But to attack the company, to do this cancel culture thing, which I thought the right opposed cancel culture.
Oh, they love it.
I
Where have you
thought
been?
they opposed, well, supposedly, right? I thought
Yeah.
they opposed grievance politics. I thought they opposed victimization. I thought they opposed all of these binaries. But now all of a sudden, they don't like this company because it's too woke, and they want to cancel the company.
By the way, a couple things. Number one, I actually don't agree that it's just the fringe of the right. I think the president and other people, they run on these culture war issues.
Right.
They took Sydney Sweeney and the entire discourse around Sydney Sweeney and blew it up when they needed a lifeline from everybody's laser focus on other things. I think that the culture war issues right now are actually steroids to the people that want to use the changing of America and the perceived changing of America as ammunition to ram through all of these policies. I think that there's a definite through line between this right here.
I think most
As someone who lives in the
Americans
Midwest,
just want a normal revolution. You don't think most Americans just want normal? Because what Cracker
What's
Barrel had
normal?
before.
Well, what's abnormal? I don't get.
I don't know
hiring gay
what the
people is
average
abnormal?
American
But also,
is.
like-
No,
Well, what's the
but
average
like,
American?
just rip a logo that didn't need to be changed.
Well, all right,
But
so
that's
that's
not up
important.
to you.
I
That's
guess
not
the
up
thing
to
is, we don't
MAGA.
know
They
why,
can-
but we don't know why.
That's exactly right. Hanson brother, what is a normal average American? We all know what she meant. We all know what she meant by that. The normal white American. She almost let the mask slip, but don't you worry. We all can see you guys from miles away. You guys think you're slick, so don't you worry too much about it. And I have to say this, sorry Hanson brothers, the real ones, to have to associate her with you guys, but I just had to. It's uncontrollable. I mean, come on, Bobby, look at her.
Why they changed the logo? I don't understand. I mean, the assumption here is that they took the white guy off the logo, but maybe they just changed the logo and simplified it. I don't know. I mean, we just actually don't know.
Rebrands.
But now
They
the
had
lobby
5
looks
different
like a Holiday Inn,
logos,
which is weird.
People don't have to like the logo, and maybe they'll change it back. But like, it's.
Pete, you were saying.
well, I just wanted to say, as someone who actually lives in the Midwest, in the heartland of America, I have a lot of friends who are watching tonight. When they saw the intro and we were going to talk about Cracker Barrel, my phone blew up. And they said, I am so angry. I hope you express that anger. They're actually, they're in touch with what
They're
people are
allowed to be
talking about
upset.
and upset with.
Are
They're
they?
angry.
Have they gone to Cracker Barrel in the last year?
I haven't asked them, but I'm sure
I
they
think
have.
that this would be very important because I do think that there are a lot of people who are going to get angry about these things, but they're not stepping foot in a Cracker Barrel.
So you think this rebrand is going to get people in the door?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the CEO is saying that it has been positively received by people who are actually coming in the
I will
restaurant.
tell you this, though. This rebrand is buying Cracker Barrel publicity that they could not have dreamed of. Now, what
and a falling stock price.
What the consumer does after that, I know I'm probably going to check it out. I say that all the way. I say brother barrel. I say put a brother on the side and just go all the way to really get people talking. If this gets under y'all skin, let's go more. Let's go crazy with it.
All right.
We'll find out in the numbers, won't we? We'll find out in their next
We'll end on that note. All right, everybody. Next.
Guys, that's a fantastic idea by Van. Putting a black dude next to the barrel would be hilarious, and it would literally blow conservatives' minds. That would be a 4D chess play like no other. They will throw a tantrum like no 6-year-old has ever done in history. They will cry all over social media, and for sure their daddy Trump, the predator-in-chief himself, will come after Cracker Barrel 100%. They are so pathetic. This is who this party is. And I have to talk about the human platypus there. Hey, your friends are effing losers. These are middle-aged men crying over text message about a restaurant's logo? Your friends are effing losers, Papi. What kind of crap is that? I don't understand how these people have the mental capacity to worry about nonsense like this. A logo? I just don't care about this logo or that. Or this stupid commercial like the Levi jeans thing. There's just so many more important issues to worry about that actually affects one's life. You know, like Target removing black-owned businesses' products from their shelves. That to me is much more significant. And I will say, some on the left did get pissed about the Levi jeans ad thing. And if I'm being honest, I didn't even know what the hell they were talking about. When I saw the commercial, I didn't notice anything. It's too much for looking for this weird crap everywhere. I think it's stupid when someone on our side on the left cries over nonsense like that. We have real issues to cover in the world. F those damn jeans. Like, seriously, come on, poppies and mommies, don't embarrass me. And one more thing, where they were trying to say this both sides thing. I just don't agree with this. It's the same on both sides. Yes, the left freaks out over nonsense sometimes, but for the most part, the left is always about, hey, come one, come all, and treat everyone kindly and respectfully, no matter the background, skin color, religion, or whatever, whatever. The other side is saying, no, we don't want people who are different from us in one way or another in this place or that place. These are just not equivalents. Like, where did conservatives go to kindergarten? They teach you so early on about people of different backgrounds and different religions, different everything, and being welcoming and kind and empathetic and sympathetic. I feel like I'm Miss Rachel right now, but this is such an odd way of thinking for me. Like, who raised you guys? But I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Please leave a like, subscribe. It really helps the channel, really helps spread the message out there. And I'll catch you in the next one.